Around 13 years ago, I had one of my first ever business mentors. His name was TJ, Travis Jones, and he's actually more famous these days because of Alex Hormozi. If you know Alex Hormozi's famous book, $100 million Leads, no, $100 million Offers, the big purple book, you'll see on the front cover of that book, it has a saying, a quote that says, "The secret to making money is how to make offers so good people feel stupid saying no." And a credit to Alex Hormozi, he correctly attributes that quote to TJ and Trav, who taught him that quote at a fitness seminar many years ago. The funny thing about that quote is I've heard lots of people use it, not just TJ. And TJ was definitely a huge influence on my life. We ended up becoming business partners and ran business together. But I'd heard that quote from people like Frank Kern and even people like Dan Kennedy. So I'm pretty sure Frank Kern even took it from Dan Kennedy. Anyway, this video is about a simple thinking system that can get you ahead in 2025, especially if you are a business owner and you're wanting to stand out and make more money in your business. I'm going to tell you something that TJ told me all those years ago that dramatically shifted the trajectory of my life. And what he told me is the very reason why I'm making this video for you right now. And so it's funny because at the time I was young. Me and my brother were just two young kids that hated their 9-to-5 jobs and just dreamed of running an online business. We just wanted an online business that we could work off our laptops and we could make huge changes in people's lives in a positive way, and our business would be like a net good for people all over the world, and we could travel all over the world and we could work wherever we wanted and we could work whenever we wanted it and we could be rich and, you know, all that classic stuff. And TJ, he was one of the richest people that I had ever met in person. You know, he had these fancy cars. He had all of these clients paying him huge amounts of money. You know, we paid him $35,000 just to be in his mastermind group. And it was honestly the best $35,000 that we didn't have, that we spent. We paid it off over time as we made money without launching our program. But when we met him, we were really struggling, and we tried so many different things to make money and create an online business. And he said something that not only has stood the test of time for me, but I've heard it again and again in different iterations. And then nearly every single business owner that I meet these days, people that I've known for years or people that I come across brand new, like how successful they are and how much money their business makes, it all comes back to this quote or something similar. And so he said to us, I can't remember if he was speaking to both of us at the same time or if it was just me. He said something like this. He said, "When I chased money, I found it really hard to make money in my business." And this guy, again, was obsessed with success and making money and achieving his goals. And then he said, "When I shifted my focus to providing as much value as possible for people and just forgetting about money, and just all I focused on was creating as much value as possible, then I started making more money than I ever thought possible." And that quote has stuck with me. And I look back at my career over the past 14 years, and anytime where things were going well, I realized that it was because I was creating a lot of value in the marketplace. And anytime that things were not going so well and I had a dip, it was because in the 3 to 6 months prior to that, I hadn't created enough value. And so if you're watching this, you're probably like, okay, that's all well and good, but how do I create value? This is a really timely video for me personally because last month, one of our businesses had the best month we ever had. We actually had 32 applications to join our high ticket coaching program, and we basically had no ads running. And 32 applications in a single month is like crazy to me because it's more than one application every single day for the whole month. And also, our website is currently like, our homepage is currently like broken. And it's a long story, but the agency that we had managing our website, like we've stopped working with, and we're trying to get access on it, so we can't fix it. And so essentially we've got like the worst call to action and the worst call booking system that you can possibly imagine. We're not running ads. Our website doesn't load properly. We don't have any call to actions in our content. But month after month, we keep creating record months with regards to the amount of applications that come through and people that are applying for coaching. And when you look at the reason why, it comes back to this quote, because for the last 4 years, nearly every single week, we've tried to create as much value in the marketplace as possible. We've produced long form content and short form, but in a way that really tries to help a specific person and a specific customer. And it's taken us time, but it reached a point maybe 18 months ago where things have really started to accelerate, and now it's just taking off completely. And it's like the classic farm analogy that you reap what you sow, and like the seeds that you plant now, you won't get to harvest until years like later. I don't know how long farms work for. I don't know the exact timeline. I should know. My grandparents owned a freaking farm, and I used to work on it when I was a teenager. But the point is, you got to plant the seeds, and it takes time. You got to nurture the seeds. You got to water them, and it's the same thing with adding value in the marketplace. It's like, yes, there are quick ways to add value, and I've got a video that is a really quick way to make money and add value in the marketplace so you can get clients straight away. You should watch it. I'll put it in the description below. But the long way and the slower way is actually the way that makes bringing on clients and growing your business easier than ever. And so I think for me, launching this new business and this new channel, I kind of forgotten that a little bit. And this video right now is my reminder to myself, but also to you around to focus on what's important. And I almost didn't film this video because it wasn't on my to-do list today. Like I'd already filmed a video and need to edit it, and I'm running out of time. I've got to go home soon. I thought, I can just go home. I don't have to film this video right now. And then I recently printed off a few things on my window to remind me around why I'm in business in the first place. And a few of these things are like this, the why I do this manifesto. But the other thing is like this photo over here. It's like a little cartoon image of me and my brother when we were first launching our online business and things weren't working. And then, we met TJ and he told us this quote, and we started adding value, and we started putting the work in, and we started getting things working, and it completely changed our lives. And that photo reminds me not only of that happy moment, but it reminds me of why I kind of feel compelled to do videos like this right now, because I know there's guys out there that were like me and my brother that were in the same situation that we were in and struggling, and they need to hear this video, and they need to know that everything's going to be okay. You actually can make the business of your dreams, and you actually can live the life of your dreams. You just need to know the right mindsets and the right playbooks. You need to take a few swings, and you're going to miss, and you're going to hire some mentors or buy some coaching courses that are going to be a waste of money. And that's because they're going to promise the secret, and you're going to believe the promise, and you're going to get in there and realize there is no secret besides adding value. And TJ's not the only one to say this. As I said, there's so many people who said this is a great Tony Robbins clip. Maybe in post-production, I'll put the full clip so you can watch it. But he says, create more value in your marketplace than anybody else. So I guess the final question is what is value? And it comes back to why I've printed out these things in my office, why I'm filming this video right now. And it's care factor. It's like our business doesn't exist to make money. Our business exists to help others. No matter what business you're in, you're helping your clients and your customers with a particular problem. And so if you genuinely care about them, if you genuinely want what's best for them, it's actually quite easy to provide value, because you can think about them, you can put yourself in their shoes, you can think about their pain points and what they're currently struggling with and what they need the most help with. And then you can write stuff, you can film stuff that actually helps them with that situation. And that's exactly what I'm doing now. And again, I'm doing this video because I think I lost this a little bit with me personally, because being in the marketing world for so long and understanding the complexities of marketing and social media, psychology and funnels and marketing and sales, like you can become disassociated to why you're actually doing it. Forgetting about like all the conversion metrics and like the different funnel principles and what the new opportunities are with AI and everything. And just remembering you're here to just try and help people. And TJ was that guy for us. He significantly helped us. And his content like wasn't groundbreaking. It was just he had that care factor. And so you need to ask yourself, what is your current clientele and your ideal customers, or even what were you struggling with 5 years ago, 10 years ago, that you can turn on the camera and help someone with right now, because you're likely in business because of a personal pain point that you had back then. And so forget about making it perfect and forget about how the funnel is going to convert and what's the point of doing this YouTube video and how it fits the total marketing strategy and strategic approach to growing a business, and just help. Like one of Y Combinator's key points of success is to do the things that don't scale. And it's much easier to do the things that don't scale, and it's much easier to just help people when you care about helping people, even if it's not the best use of your time. And so I think I've realized that this channel is going to be a lot more about videos like this and more raw and unfiltered thoughts around my journey around this, because like I've got big goals. Like I want to help thousands of people, not just people that pay me, but through this content. Like I want people to be messaging me and posting on social media being like, the video I watched on Liam's channel 6 months ago completely changed my business, and now we are here. And like I want to track that. And the only way that can happen is if I'm putting out content like this, even if it's not perfect, even if it doesn't trigger the algorithm perfectly. And so, yes, I am going to keep strategically making content in other places on different social media platforms that do help trigger the algorithm. Because if you don't trigger the algorithm, you can just be posting content into the abyss and only get like one view, and that doesn't help anyone. The more viral that you go, like the more people that you can actually help. So it is actually important to think about this, but that can't be the only thing you focus on, because if what happened to me is I was dying inside because I was forgetting about what was important. And so this is my reminder that I can just make content that I enjoy because I enjoy helping people, and not worrying about whether it triggers the algorithm or not, and not worrying about whether it goes viral or not, while still challenge myself to get as many views as possible with other content as well. And so if you want to watch that stuff, watch it on my channel, watch it on my other channel, the Business Outlier channel, which is my attempt at studying the most successful business outliers and bringing that information to you. And that definitely is designed around getting more views. And it definitely does take a lot more time, and it's a lot more thought out. But they're the differences. And I think having this channel as a bit more of a open discussion and raw insight into what I'm thinking and my lessons over the years, I think will be really helpful for you and will add a lot of value for you and for a lot of people. And as a result, I think it will still make the business very successful. So that's the end. Hope you liked it.